I don't know if Jody's mentioned this too much on this journey, but he did bring an electric skateboard with us. We're cruising around Salmo right now. That's the R5 electric version. So yeah, this has been a great way to get around when we have the van parked somewhere. You just hop on the electric skateboard and you can get anywhere you need to go. Here we are on Main Street, Salmo. Alright, so we're still in Salmo here, charging up, but I figured I might as well talk a little bit about my experience on this trip so far. I didn't even know we were doing this until a couple days before we left. I said I was in, and then when I found out what vehicle we were going in, I thought, I'm definitely in. And I can say I don't regret it at all. For sure, the best way I've ever traveled across Highway 3 in BC, and I've done that many, many times in the past. But it's just the slow pace of it. You stop everywhere, in new places that aren't gas stations that you're rushing to get there and fill up and keep going. Another interesting story is the animals you see when you're driving an electric car. I think because it's so quiet, and they don't seem to know you're coming. Crazy thing, when we were passing the summit that we're about to go over again now, which is the Salmo Creston, we saw a caribou. Now, I know what caribou look like. I've lived here for a long time, and I used to see them years ago, but I've been told these things, at least the Purcell herd for sure, is extinct. So this must have been one of the few that are left. Yeah, it was a caribou on the Salmo Creston summit. And I probably wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't for an electric vehicle. And a lot of other animals. Saw a wolf on the Sunshine Coast, and bears, elk, and deer, all sorts of stuff. It's been amazing. They just definitely don't know you're coming, so you don't get spooked until you're right there. That can also obviously be a hazard. We've almost hit several animals as well. Now I think I'm getting out of town here. Better turn around. As far as this skateboard goes, this thing is nuts. You gotta really gently throttle. You can easily whiskey throttle this thing onto your butt. And you want to go fast, it's certainly possible. It's one of the coolest electric skateboards I've ever seen. And it's the only one in the world built by Jody. And you want to slow down, you gotta let off the throttle nice and light, or else you'll feel like you're hitting the brakes. And then when you get to zero throttle, you can actually hit the brakes. And we're getting out of town again. Alright, we're up here on top of the Salmo Crest and just hitting the summit. Got Jody hitting the summit right here. Back at the Kid Creek rest area. One of our first stops on this trip. Hey, buddy. Yeah. What's that? Hello. Nice. Good gamble. That was fun. Hi, buddy. Come on. Yeah. Missed you, buddy. Welcome home. Early skate. My buddy Jeffrey.